We're back. Now we're going to look at the color box, which has been one of my favorite pedals for a very long time. I use it on a lot of things. I've used it on direct guitar. I've used it in conjunction with an amp. I used to use the pedal a lot on drums, so I would always have a mic that I would bring through a color box and have it just to my right and dial it up and EQ it based on parts and how loud the cymbals were. It's a really great. It was a great pedal, and so I'm super psyched about the 500 series because again, I used to have to reamp through it, DI, get rid of all that. So these guys have expanded this. The EQ section is pretty cool. So yeah, let's look at it with our keyboard. So this is the master knob. There we go. And now I have the step pretty much all the way down. So I can start pushing into it. And then start increasing the step. Yeah, so I feel like this is like an incredibly flexible box. I mean, just by having the pre here pushing into the device, but then having this step function it's sick. Just so nice. So anyway, so what this has, which is cool, is it has an air, which that's all the way off. Adds some top end, which is cool. Bring that back. So we have a treble. Great. The really cool addition they have now is the mid frequency and the bass frequency. They have a shift knob with it too. So let's really boost the mid, and then you can hear how that's sweeping around in the mid frequencies. So you can sort of really dial it in. Like that. Same with the bass. So I'm gonna cut some actually. Something like that. Cool. Now, the ridiculous thing to do here is to just throw it into mic mode, which I do all the time. And see, that's cool already. That's basically just sort of gating the signal, and adding that in with the dry signal is pretty rad. So you can actually, if we just want to. So again, it almost sounds like it's gating the signal. And you can get some pretty interesting things out of this depending on the frequency and the actual rhythm of the signal, which is cool. All right. Playing with the color box, and I'm going to try to throw some drums through it, see what it does. So I just tracked these drums with my friend Rafael, who's in the band Chk Chk Chk. Probably what I'm going to try doing is getting a little crunch out of the drums. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take a send from the snare and throw it into the color box. Sometimes I have to gate that depending on what I'm playing or what the drummer's playing. So, but what I think I'm going to do is just send the snare in, and then we can tweak and play around, and I'll mix it in. Probably listen alone and then mix it in with the drums. Let's try it. And what I'm going to do is just listen to the color box. Throwing the snare through it. So. That's cool. That mid sweep is good. Yeah. Let's see if that does anything. Has a weird gated effect, but depending on the song sounds like, I think that would be pretty cool. Let me just hit it a little harder here. I'm gonna bring that in and see what that does. Probably better. Yeah, pretty cool. Great box, color box. I'm very excited about the 500 series.